behind the scenes of the 2021 Brookwood Now School District Veterans Day program. With me, our band instructor, Wade Behrens. And Wade, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know you had a busy day today, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did. I had to make up a lot of 5th and 6th grade lessons today, so I was going all the way through.
You know, it's pretty unique, a brand new teacher, and he's jumping right into it. Talk about diving into that water and not caring what's underneath, because you're adding 5th and 6th grade band, and that hasn't been tried here just yet.
No, it has not been in existence since the pandemic started, so we're trying to get that back, and we're already falling behind, so we're doing our best here. The kids are loving it, though, so it's been great so far.
You know, as a first-year teacher, we, of course, have here at Brookwood a Veterans Day program, which we're all watching right now on this tape-delayed broadcast. But that's why we wanted to talk to you. How in the world, what kind of nerves maybe take over, or maybe you're just cool and calm like you look right now when it comes to selecting the music and that kind of stuff? And on top of that, it's going to be your first public performance.
Yeah, the biggest, that's the biggest thing for me is this is my first real I'm by myself. So, the process really, I can't tell you how stressful the last 2 weeks have been, just because I had to be on quarantine from COVID and things. So I had to teach behind a TV screen. It's been nerve-wracking. I can tell the anxiety in the room with my high school students, especially because they really want this to be good, especially my 5 seniors. They're just, awesome people. They're great people, and I chose music that I hope will honor our veterans and also really showcase our students' talent, which I think is really important.
Is this something that you choose yourself, or you kind of throw it by maybe like those senior leaders, that kind of stuff? How'd that all come about?
Well, that's the funny thing, too, is that music is the one thing that you don't have a set curriculum. You can choose the music yourself. So I had to really find out from pep band, actually, where my students' strengths and weaknesses were. Our weakness is apparently trumpet. We only have one trumpet player. Thankfully, Gracie Brandow, one of our seniors, is stepping in to help out with that. But instrumentation has been a challenge for me. So finding the right piece to play for our veterans that really fit the instrumentation that I have in the band is what really helped. So
you and your fellow musician, I'm going to say, in Hunter Evenson, you guys are going to do a piece together. What is that again?
And that would be the Star Spangled Banner. And it's a really, really great arrangement. It's the one that you hear in pep band when there's no singers at the games. So we'll be doing it really. I'm excited. I think it'll be great.
It's going to be interesting because you have the choir and you have the band, and you gotta get that balance in there somehow so that one doesn't drown out the other.
Yeah, and that's been a tough thing, especially for my trumpets filling in. Thomas Wooten and Gracie Brandow, we gotta find a way to just calm down a bit. So we're like, hey, there's some singers in there too. But we've been collaborating. We've collaborated in a couple of rehearsals already with the singers, and they've been singing without mics. I did it through the TV screen. I could actually hear the singers. So my band we're ready. I think we're ready to go. We got one more rehearsal tomorrow, and then the dress rehearsal on Thursday, and we should be good. So. I'm excited.
Excited is definitely part of your vocabulary, because he is putting some pretty good instrumentation together, getting some excitement back into that band. Things are growing, and we look forward to a great program coming up here.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to showcase our concert band. Concert band can sometimes be a slog, especially since pep band is a huge thing around here, and kids look forward to pep band. They don't necessarily look forward to concert band, but I think we've got I've chosen the right pieces to really showcase our band and make our kids excited. So I'm very excited to showcase the band.
Very good. Wade Behrens, our new music teacher, band director here, as we are ready to bring you Veterans Day program 2021 here at Brookwood.
To let them know that we appreciate them for their service and honor them for their sacrifices. The price of freedom is high. Today, we celebrate America's veterans by keeping this nation the land of the free and the home of the brave. Would everyone please stand for the presentation of colors by the Ontario American. Please remain standing while the Ontario American teachers lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance, and then the choir band will perform the rest of the banner.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Now School District and Veterans Day. We're doing a little thing called Behind the Scenes with me, Hunter Evenson, our choir teacher. And I tell you what, Hunter, you do a great job. You have the kids all primed and ready to go. Tell us a little bit about how in the world you come up with the music that you come up with for the Veterans Day.
That's probably one of the easier jobs of providing music for a program like this. Step one, you have to find music that is associated with the holiday, whether it's Veterans Day themed or talks about war, or is even just a patriotic song in general. And thankfully, my predecessors have a lot of repertoire in our music library to choose from. And as I was listening through some of these songs, the one that we're going to be performing Thursday is very poetic. And it talks about what America means to people in a sense of symbolism and metaphorical sense. And so I'm very excited to see the high school and middle school kids perform this for everybody.
And is that going to be a combined program for the two? I mean, as far as the choir singing?
Yep. So both groups have worked on the same music the past couple months. So at the beginning of the program, we are going to be singing the national anthem while the band is playing with us. So it's going to be a grand entrance to everything. And then both choirs will be singing our song together, which is called My America. And the middle schoolers are singing an abbreviated version of it, so that way they don't have the complexity that the high schoolers have. And we're going to be putting it together as one giant group for the very first time on Thursday morning, so I'm very excited to see how that sounds.
What does it mean to you, Veterans Day, and the part that you share in the program with your cohort, Wade Behrens, and everybody out there? Feels like, maybe I'm wrong, but feels like there could be a little pressure going there for you, making sure that the kids do a great job.
Oh, especially especially for kids that don't have any relatives in the armed forces or don't really associate themselves with the holiday. You really have to get everybody on the same page and get everybody on board, because we're going to be performing in front of people who have been overseas or have been part of the armed forces in some way, shape, or form. And the part that sticks out to me, the reason why I enjoy performing for Veterans Day so much, is because we're at a point where a lot of our older veterans are slowly dying or not here anymore. And so there's very few left. And so we as a music department, both me and Mr. Behrens, want to make sure that we do those people proud, with our songs and our tributes that we present to them, so that way they know that we care. Yeah. And I think this is going to be an amazing program. We hope that they feel the same way.
Well, I know last year it was kind of a unique one. We had everything outside because of COVID, and this year we're going to be inside. We look forward to that presentation. Last year, that was one of those kind of under the gun kind of a things, because we were kind of making it work as we could going outside.
Yeah, and the most challenging part was everybody was out sitting in their vehicles, and so they either had to roll their windows down or they had to listen to a specific radio station. And so that made things even more challenging, because not only did we have to rely on ourselves, but we really had to rely on technology to get us to where we needed to be, so that way everybody that was in the audience could hear us or understand us. But thankfully, since we're in a gym now, it's a lot easier, because everybody's in a closed space, and we'll have microphones that will be able to help the students' voices resonate through the gym.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be nothing but high quality and very impactful to everybody there on Thursday. And we're going to be coming back with a few more people. And we hope that you can stay tuned with us as we bring you the 2021 Veterans Day program, part of it from our choir here, Mr. Hunter Evenson, doing a bang-up job once again. Hunter, thank you so much for all that you do to help make this program a success.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very excited to continue to work here at Brookwood School District and make the district proud of what we do here.
That you will. We know that for sure. All right. Well, thanks again. We will be back in just a moment's time. Let's swing around and see what else we have coming up here on Veterans Day.
Ready, willing, and able to march, the will to face all. The proudest of our service is steadfastly meeting each other. The bravest of our country as were those upon the wall. Displaying awesome courage, a treasure you cannot install. Filled with total commitment to serve us for the long haul. America know this hero who thank God and always recall. At this time, I would like to introduce the veterans. When the microphone is passed to you, please stand. State your name, branch, and time frame in which you have served.
Flynn, Staff Sergeant, United States Army, National Guard, Wisconsin. My name is Chrissy Kenny. I'm a 2002 Brookwood High School graduate. I served in the Marine Corps for 2004 to 2008 and currently work with the Army National Guard. I'm Robert. I served 63 to 66 in the United States Army. I'm Baldwin, U.S. Army, 65 to 68, and Wisconsin National Guard from 75 to 2004. Thank you. Chief Master Sergeant Travis Skoronsky, served 2001 to present, currently at Brookwood with the Wisconsin Air National Guard, also class of 2002.
Russell Luton, Spec 4, 1970 to 71, in John Korea.
Glenn Schlitt, 1950 to 1956 in Nebraska. My name is Kim Schramm. I'm a retired captain of the Army Bridge Corps. I have 21 and a half years in. And what a privilege it was to serve all the soldiers during my nursing career.
Jim Barney, U.S. Army, 7275.
Mark Williams, U.S. Army, 1971-73 Vietnam era. Lisa Whitney, Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, 1987 to 1995. U.S. Army, 1976 to 1979.
Joe Coleman, Army National Guard, 1960 to 1993. Master Sergeant retired.
Pete Deckett, Wisconsin Army National Guard, 1977 to 2009.
And United States Air Force, 1977 to 1981. Army Guard, 1985 to 2001.
Larry Haber, U.S. Army, and served Vietnam, 65 to 67.
John Curtis, U.S. Army, 60 to 62.
Roger O'Hara. I was in the U.S. Army in Germany at the 4th Armored Division headquarters from late 65 to early 67.
Joe Pilot, U.S. Navy, Vietnam, 1967, 1969.
I currently serve with Wisconsin Army National Guard for 25 years and now with the United States Army Reserves and still serving.
1987 through 1993, U.S. Army.
U.S. Army. Skip Behrens, U.S. Army. I served in Vietnam, 1968 to 69. That long been that long.
U.S. Army, 58 to 60, Wisconsin Guards, from 60 to 62.
Mike Schaefer, Reserve Corps Master Sergeant retired, 71 to 91. Served in the Middle East. Bill G. Hard, served 66 to 68, Vietnam veteran.
U.S. Army, 1965 to through 68, Army Reserve.
Thank you all. Are there any vets in the room?
Terry Rogella served 3 years active duty Navy, as well as Naval Reserve and Army Reserve.
Are there any vets in the bleachers?
Over U.S. Army Infantry, 25th Infantry Division, Hawaii.
Andrew Bowman, Sergeant.
Special escape, U.S. Army active duty, 4 years, 11 to 2015.
Is there anyone else? Now, Sophie Tenor and Mackenzie Woods will have a reading. They Did Their Share by Joanna Bush. On Veterans Day, we honor soldiers who protect our nation. For their service as our warriors, they deserve our admiration. Some of them were drafted, some were volunteers. For some, it was just yesterday. For some, it's been many years. We owe so much to them who kept us safe from terror. So when we see a uniform, let's say thank you to everywhere.
One Nation Under God by Roger Robichaux. One nation under God we live. Think about all some had to give. We the people share freedom's life in a world of ever-present strife. Be grateful to those who keep this true, warriors of our red, white, blue. They're trained by those of great skill, honed to perform so strong their will. They show what love is all about. They'll fight for us, there is no doubt. Defending bravely what we are, no holding back each heartfelt star. Highly praise these men and women, giving thanks time and again. Those in uniform will always be the golden pride of this country.
Now, the Brookwood Choir, under the direction of Hunter Evenson, will sing My America.
Welcome back. It's Behind the Scenes 2021 Veterans Day here at Brookwood High School. With me, Danica Lee. Danica, thanks for taking the time out. You've had a busy day, but yet you're coming over here so that we can do a little chat about Veterans Day and your role. Tell us a little bit about that. You happen to be a member of the Student Council.
Yeah, so basically I'm on Student Council, and Mrs. Stykes asked me if I would take part in reading a little poem, and I'm honored that I get to be a part of Veterans Day because I feel that it's a really important day in the calendar year, and I'm just happy that I get to take part in it.
All right. Tell us a little bit about the poem that you're going to be reading. And I know that you have a number of people on there. Everybody, and I shouldn't say everybody, but you have a number of people that have roles in this Veterans Day.
Yeah, so my poem is actually titled The Veteran, which I think is very fitting. And it is about, it kind of gives like a description of a whole bunch of different things. Like, it basically says that it's not everybody else that gives people opportunities to like stand up and be strong. Like, the veteran helps people grow. The veteran helps lead people. So it just basically gives off a whole bunch of roles that veterans help other people to accomplish.
I'm sure you're going to do a terrific job with that, and we look forward to hearing you coming up here real shortly with the Veterans Day. You know, Danica has another unique ability, let's put it that way. A tremendous voice, a beautiful voice. You have been singing the national anthem for some time now, and at football games, volleyball, get this, folks, she'll sing the national anthem, and then she gets ready to go out there and make a big smash, a big kill out there on the court, right? Because that is the term when you smash the ball down to the floor. How in the world did you ever get started, Danica, with singing like that?
Well, ever since I was little, I'd say honestly, probably since I could ever talk, I'd love to sing. Like, I'm the type of person who wakes up and they just automatically start humming a tune. I sing in the shower. I sing while I brush my teeth. Don't ask me how that's possible, but I find a way. But I don't know, ever since like the age of, I'd say since I was in around second grade, I really, really got into singing. Like, I would go to music class. It was my favorite class that I ever took in grade school. And as the years went by, I kind of just kept going with it. I would continuously study music, keep singing songs, and then when middle school hit, I was like, hey, I can join choir now. So at my old school, since I used to go to Royal, I was actually able to join choir in 7th grade, but I got news that I was transferring schools. But that didn't stop me. I still joined choir here, and I loved it. Like, I got to sing so much new music that I never thought I'd ever be able to sing before. And I loved it so much that I kept going. And now I'm a junior, and choir is by far my favorite subject. So I don't know. I just kept going with it. And whenever there's an opportunity to sing, like at a game, like you said, I'll always offer. Like, I'm one of the first ones to raise my hand. I just love it. It's so cool.
So 2 questions with this. When was the first event that you sang the national anthem, and how does that make you feel as a person when you are singing that national anthem to everybody?
I'd say my first time singing the national anthem was probably in 8th grade at a volleyball game. I got asked to do it, and I was a little hesitant, obviously, because like it's in front of a whole bunch of people, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I enjoyed it a lot. And ever since then, I just, like I said before, just keep offering myself to keep singing. And every time I sing, I get up there, I hold the microphone, and I just literally stare at the flag the whole time. And that's because of nerves, obviously, is a part of it, but I don't know, whenever I start singing it, I get such a great feeling inside. Like, I'm happy that people trust me enough to like have me sing about our country. And the moment that I start singing, all my nerves just like wash away, like as the song progresses. Wow. And at the end, when everybody stands up and claps, I feel so proud of myself. I love it. That's why I keep doing it.
Well, you do a terrific job with it. There's no doubt about that. We want to thank you for coming over, stopping by so that we can chat a little bit about Veterans Day. We look forward to your part in the Veterans, and I know you'll be helping out as the choir sings the national anthem. If you listen real close, you might be able to hear Danica Lee. I'm thinking you probably will. But Danica, thanks again for coming by, and we look forward to more of the Veterans Day program coming up.
Freedom is never free, author unknown.
The willingness of America's veterans to sacrifice for our country has earned them our lasting gratitude. Jump Miller.
Thank you for bravely doing what you're called to do so we can safely do what we're free to do. Author unknown.
The only thing that makes battle psychologically tolerable is the brotherhood among soldiers who need each other to get by. Author unknown.
This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it's the home of the brave. Elmer Davis.
There is nothing more noble than risking your life for your country. Nick Lamson.
A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than himself. Joseph Kennedy.
Those who stand for nothing fall for anything. Alexander Hamilton. The true soldier fights not because he has to, because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. G.K. Chesterton.
We often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. Cynthia Osmond.
I dream of giving birth to a child who will ask Father what was more in here.
The Veterans, by an unknown author. It is the veteran, not the preacher, who has given us freedom of religion. It is the veteran, not the reporter, who has given us freedom of the press. It is the veteran, not the poet, who has given us freedom of speech. It is the veteran, not the campus organizer, who has given us freedom to assemble. It is the veteran, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the veteran, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote.
The Brookwood High School Band would like to now honor our veterans and active duty members with an arrangement of the military branches called Armed Forces Melody by an unknown composer. Veterans and active military members, if you are able to, please stand when your branch's anthem is played so we can recognize and thank you for your service to the military. Hernandez will present their readings now.
They Keep Us Free by Roger Robichaux. In time of need, their will is sure, American, their freedom pure. Protect our life and liberty, unselfishly they keep us free. Each soldier knows that it is at stake. The risk is great, there's no mistake. With pride they serve our country strong. They face each foe to come along. Remember them while in your home, or where you choose to freely roam. Don't take for granted what you see. Some left this life so it could be. To God I urge you all to pray, for soldiers brave to embrace each day. We should be thankful, one and all, for those who march to meet each call.
Thank you for your sacrifice. You gave your strength, youth, and time. You did a job not many will. You deserve our respect, and you do still. Although you didn't give your life, you were a willing soul. Only your brothers in combat who suffering truly know. We love that you're here with us and honor who you are. A grateful nation appreciates every single scar that wrote upon the slate of you. Although you were very brave, you came back to us as a hero, although you're not quite the same. For you have learned to bear the weight of defending freedom's call. But you did come back, and that's what we give thanks for the most. May God bless all American veterans.
In closing, I would like to thank all the veterans again. Thanks to the auxiliary and all the hard work from you. I would also like to say thank you to the band and choir for their outstanding performances today. Notice the stars hanging on the way to lunch. Please take your star or the star of a loved one. Veterans and guests are invited to lunch in the high school cafeteria. This program is being taped and will be placed on the NOW YouTube channel. The address is printed at the bottom of the program. Mark Williams will now share a message.
First of all, on behalf of all the veterans, American Legion Post in Ontario, Norwalk and Wilton, we want to thank the band, the choir, the kids, the student council. Lisa, you do a great job every year. This means a lot to us, that you guys recognize what sacrifices has been made by our veterans. And I'm glad you're doing this. This means a lot. Also, all the veterans, I can find it here. This Saturday night at the Ontario Community Center on Church Street, that's the old grade school building. That'll be November 13th, Saturday, 4:30 to 7 p.m. There's going to be a soup and chili supper, and all the veterans eat free. So on behalf of the Ontario Legion Auxiliary that are putting this on, come and support them. Get a free meal. Veterans, you can visit with some other veterans. So hope to see you there. Again, thank you all for what you do for us.
Thanks again for coming, everyone. Please now stand for taps and remain standing for the retirement of the colors.
2021 Veterans Program here at the Now School District is complete behind us. Everybody's putting things away. What a great job today. With me, Mr. Travis Anderson, our district administrator. Travis, once again, the kids, unbelievable what they're able to accomplish here.
Oh, they did a phenomenal job. I mean, Mr. Evenson, Mr. Behrens, Mrs. Stykes, all the kids did wonderful. It's one of our favorite programs of the year. Obviously, we want to salute all of our veterans and wish them a happy Veterans Day, so our kids did a great job of that today.
One of the things that was really interesting for me, last year we were outside, and thanks to you and ideas that the staff came up with to make this happen, inside this year, we did not see last year where the veterans introduced themselves and when they served. That was just a wonderful idea. I'd never seen that done before.
Yeah, I mean, we're glad to be back to a little more normalcy this year. Last year's program outside was fun too. The kids did a great job. We were able to get the veterans here and obviously support them and wish them Veterans Day then too, but it's nice to be back inside. It's just nice to be back inside and a little more normal.
Right. And that's the whole idea of things, is to get things as much back to normal as possible. One of the things that I noticed with the veterans, there was a couple of them at the end. You could see emotions, wiping tears from their eyes. That got me too. I couldn't help it. It was touching.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can only imagine what they went through in their younger lives, and some of them who are currently serving. It's a very emotional program and time for all of them. I'm sure they're reflecting on things they did and saw and what their partners did along the way, and it's just an awesome feeling to know that they feel respected and cared for here by our kids at NOW.
And you know, those veterans, I know they talked to you, and I know they're going to thank you, and they thanked everybody here for coming in and keeping their legacy alive. That's just huge, and I want to say thanks to you and to the Now School District for doing things like that. It's so important for our young students to understand sometimes what happens for all of our veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they learn about things in history class, but to see people who actually experience those times, I think it puts it into perspective for them, and maybe even propels them to be part of the armed forces too. So that's something we look forward to as well.
Well, Travis, I know you're always busy and stuff, and we're gonna go and say hi and thanks to some of those veterans that are having a meal right now, and I know you're gonna be shaking hands with them. Thanks again for coming over here and chatting a little bit about our Veterans Day, and thanks for allowing everybody to come in.
Yeah, and thank you for putting it into production for us. It'll be on our website soon. Hopefully everybody has a chance to take a look at it, and happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there.
Very good. Happy Veterans Day.